Hey guys, Eternize here. Today we're going to look into some advanced hardstyle lead design. More specifically, how to pair the right sounds for your lead components. This is not about what kind of sounds you or I like personally, but more about what layers in your lead usually pair well together. This is fairly advanced stuff, but I'm going to break it down into simple steps so that hopefully by the end of the video you understand what type of sounds in a hardstyle lead go well together. Also, in this video we're using my hardstyle lead pack, and I would highly recommend you check it out because it just makes the process of making a hardstyle lead so simple. And really, you just make better leads with it. Alright, let's get into it. First, let's listen to the examples that we're going to look into today. Alright, so we have a modern sounding lead, a more raw sounding lead, and then we have a unique futuristic sounding lead. And the only thing that is different between these leads and what we're going to look into today are these three layers: the top lead, the support lead, and the chord layer. And to a large degree, what makes these sounds fit together so well is the processing in the synth. So what they sound like coming out of the synth. How you mix them using effects and so on also plays a role, of course, but in terms of sound design, the internal processing in the synth is what's important. So let's look at the top layer of the first lead. This is the preset 106 in my lead bank. And when we listen to it soloed, what I want you to listen for is the processing of the sound. So that means, is it processed with LFO? Does it have detuning? Is it distorted? Does it have width or is it mono? And so on. Let's listen to it. So this sounds reasonably processed, right? It's not super clean, but it's not distorted either. It has some width and it has some LFO. So I would place this about middle of the road when it comes to processing. Now this is what we're going to take into account when we pair it with the other components of the lead. So now if we go ahead and take a look at the support lead, the preset used here is 214, which is also about middle of the road in terms of processing, since the lower numbers are cleaner sounding and the higher numbers are more processed. Now let's see how these sounds pair together. So to my ears, the best pairing is when the support layer is in the middle of the road or a bit more processed. When the support layer is very clean, it doesn't work as well in this case. And this is the first lesson. We can consider the top layer to be pretty clean in this case. So combining two top layers that are clean doesn't work, right? We just tried to pair the top layer and the support layer with clean settings, and it didn't work well. On the other hand, when we chose a bit more dirty or processed setting on the support layer, it worked well. So the lesson is clean layers go well with processed layers in the top lead. Alright, let's continue with the chord layer. The preset is 252, so again, not super clean and not super processed, middle of the road. Let's see what happens when we swap this out with super clean and super processed variants. Once again, middle of the road sounds best to me. The clean variant sounds okay, but it just loses a bit of energy and density. And the most processed variant did not work here at all. It was just way too aggressive processing for this lead. So what can we take away here? First, for the top layers, clean sounds go well with processed sounds. And the general theory is that the more processed sounds do well at filling out the cleaner sounds, right? A clean top lead can sound boring on its own, but pairing it with a very processed support layer can help bring width and body to the sound. Next, the chord. And the chord is kind of the same. If you have a cleaner sounding top lead, it can help pairing it with a more processed chord layer to balance the sound. On the other hand, if your top layer is really dirty, a cleaner chord layer will usually sound better. Alright, let's go to the second lead now and see if our theory holds true. So this lead has a very dirty top lead layer, then it has a very processed support layer, and then the chord layer is super clean. Now, I want to see what happens if I change the support layer. In this case, the support layer is responsible for a lot of the character of the top lead. So here the theory of clean going well with dirty doesn't work. And of course this is always going to vary to some degree. But now I want to take a look at the chord layer, because the chord layer is very clean, and in theory that should go well with the very dirty top layers that we have here. But let's check it out. Yep, so here the theory very much holds true. The clean chord is easily the better sounding layer to go with the dirty top lead. So the pattern of pairing cleaner layers with processed layers is something we can trust. This is not only the case for these examples, but in my experience this is almost always the case with modern hardstyle leads in general. Let's look at the last lead. This one is kind of unique sounding, so this is outside of the norm, but let's see what we can take away from it. So again, the top layer is outside of the norm, but objectively it's about middle of the road in terms of processing. Let's take the support layer and see what happens when we pair it with different variants of processing. To me, I would lean towards the more processed support lead to go with it. The clean variant doesn't complement it very well in my opinion. So once again, middle of the road and more processed go well together. Last thing to look at is the chord. And as it is right now, it's on a clean setting. But let's see what happens when we go with more processed variants. Yeah, so middle of the road, leaning towards the cleaner side of the chord sounds best to me. When we got to the most processed variants of the chord, the detune was way too aggressive. And this is pretty much in line with what we've found in the other examples. So if we were to sum up what we've learned here, it would be this. Clean layers go well with dirty layers. So if you have a clean combined top lead, choose a more processed chord layer. And if you have a very dirty combined top lead, try a cleaner chord layer. Clean on clean usually doesn't work, and the same thing goes for dirty layers all the way through. What usually works well is a balance of both clean and processed layers. Once again, I'd recommend you check out my lead preset pack used in this video. You're guaranteed a more effective workflow when creating leads, and also you'll just make better leads with the sounds in this pack. I also have free products you can download, so if you haven't already, go ahead and check those out. Link in the description. Thank you guys for watching, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the next video.